Finally, we honor one more American soldier, a fallen warrior of wars, and really, terror.
I think it's important to remind people whenever we get the opportunity, especially MAGA people, that the President of the United States, their Lord and Savior, is not only a war criminal and not only a convicted felon, he's also a criminally corrupt kitty diddler and a pathological liar, but he's also an unmitigated moron. And he very likely has dementia or Alzheimer's or something of that nature. He's falling apart in front of us. So I want to start here with this picture that was taken of him the other day. And there's this thing on his neck. What is going on there? Like, he literally looks like he's rotting away in front of everyone. This is a guy who cakes himself in makeup every single morning. And did he just miss a spot? I mean, what is that? He looks like he has an STD. And this is in addition to the swollen ankles and the bruising on his hands, which he doesn't do a good job of covering those with makeup either. But I want to also remind people that while this disaster in Iran is going on, and it's not just Iran, it's like 12 other countries around the region. While this disaster is going on, the guy who is the commander-in-chief, one, he's not been in Washington, D.C. calling shots from the Situation Room from the White House. He's been down in Mar-a-Lago, partying it up, yucking it up, and giving speeches like this.
We pray for the full recovery of the wounded and send our immense love and eternal gratitude to the families of the fallen. And sadly, there will likely be more. Before it ends, that's the way it is. Likely be more, but we'll do everything possible where that won't be the case.
So he's down in Mar-a-Lago giving speeches, and then when he deigns to come back to Washington, D.C. and do work, this is the kind of stuff that he's interested in. Here, take a look.
Nice drape. When that comes down, right now you see a very, very deep hole. But in about a year and a half from now, you're going to see a very, very beautiful building. And there's your entrance to it right there. In fact, it looks so nice, I think I'll save money on the doors because it can't get more beautiful than that. I picked those drapes in my first term. I always like gold, but I think we can save a lot of money. I just saved curtains. But, and it'll be spectacular. It'll be the most beautiful ballroom. I believe it's because I built many a ballroom. I believe it's going to be the most beautiful ballroom anywhere in the world.
We have U.S. service members that have been killed. We have Iranian children, schoolgirls, over 175, or I think the number is 185 now, that have been killed. We have over 550 people in Iran that have been killed. We're carpet bombing the capital of Tehran, which is a city of like 10 million people. We have U.S. military bases all over the region that have been bombed and mostly wiped out. We have U.S. fighter jets that have crashed. We have missiles that are not getting shot down because we're running out of interceptors. And this unmitigated moron is in the White House talking about his ballroom and the curtains. I don't have words anymore. Like, it is so very clear that mentally he's completely gone. He is like way out to lunch. He cannot do this job anymore. He must be removed. He needs to be impeached. He needs to be in prison. But if the Republicans were any kind of decent, they would just 25th Amendment his ass, because he is clearly not there to do the job of the President of the United States anymore. He's just not. He's more concerned with ballrooms and building a Arc de Trump for himself and redoing bathrooms and picking out fake gold garbage from Home Depot so that he can decorate the Oval Office and paving over the Rose Garden. He's more concerned with these projects that are like interior design and decorating and stuff than he is with doing the job of the President of the United States. And he just got us into a massive war, another illegal and offensive war against a country that did not attack us. He just assassinated the leader of Iran, the Ayatollah. And what's the plan? Who's going to take over? Who's going to take place? I don't know. Somebody else can figure it out, because I've got a ballroom to design. I've got curtains to pick out. He's so unserious. He's such a deeply unserious person. And that's the real danger, is that Trump does not care to actually do the job of the president of the United States. And the people that he has in place to do the job for him are worse. We've got people like Pete Hegseth, that colossal moron, the Secretary of War, calling shots. We've got Marco Rubio, same thing, Secretary of State, never met a war he didn't like. He's got people like Lindsey Graham in his ear, the closeted queen who also has never met a war he didn't like. And he's busy cheerleading this. Here, take a look.
The Iranians today are weaker than they were before. The terrorist machine, the mothership of terrorism, is sinking. That mothership of terrorism has a hole in it, and it's going to the bottom, and the captain is dead, and we're better off. Great Ronald Reagan left and never did a damn thing. Mr. President, unleash the American military with Israel on Hezbollah tonight. Finish these bastards off. They have American blood on their hands, and it shows you how desperate Iran is to have to rely upon Hezbollah. We have a chance here not only to take the mothership of terrorism down, Iran, we also have a chance to eliminate one of the most lethal proxies in the Mideast, Hezbollah. Mr. President, do it, and do it now. They're weak. We can take them out, and we should take them out. Between the United States and Israel, we got these bastards on the ropes. Finish them off.
Lindsey Graham has historically been one of the biggest chicken hawks in Washington, D.C. He has literally never, ever met a war he didn't like. And these are the kind of people that are around Trump. These are the kind of people that are whispering in his ear. But it should be known, and I've already talked about this before, that Trump's Joint Chiefs of Staff, like the military, the Pentagon, like the people who are a little bit more serious, they were like, don't do it. This is a bad idea. You don't understand what the blowback is going to be. You have no idea. And he goes, yeah, we're going to do it anyway. But again, I said this in the last video. I'll say it again. This is related to the Epstein files. Trump does not care if he starts World War III if it protects him from having the Epstein files get out and all the information that the Israelis very, very likely have on him in a vault in Tel Aviv somewhere. There's a reason they're hiding it. There's a reason that they're doing all of this. The other thing about this is, and I've heard a couple people say this, and it's a decent theory, that part of the idea behind let's go to war with Iran is he's following the Netanyahu playbook. So Netanyahu is up on fraud charges, and he's got a warrant out for his arrest at the ICC. He's a war criminal. He's done a genocide in Gaza, and they're not having elections in Israel because, well, we're in the middle of a war, right? And so he has emergency powers. And I'm not saying that anybody, who would replace Netanyahu would be better. Everything I've heard is most of them are the same, if not worse. But the reason that Trump, I think, is starting this war is so that he can declare, an emergency during the 2026 midterm and say, we can't have elections right now because the elections are going to be rigged by Iran. They're going to cyber attack us, something like that. I guarantee you that that's part of the plan. And so I wouldn't put it past him that is another part of the calculation for why we went to war. Besides, keep me out of prison because I'm in the Epstein files. It's also, if there's a war going on, I can just declare that it's an emergency and we're not going to have elections. I think that that's part of it. But anyway, I want to end with this. The guy is falling apart. He's unfit. He's never been fit to be president of the United States. And all of the evidence suggests that his health is absolutely falling apart. He's literally deteriorating in front of our eyes. He's falling asleep in his cabinet meetings. He's got weird, lesions on his neck. He's got the hand bruising. He's got the swollen ankles. He's overweight. He can't make sense. He can't complete a sentence. He can't read. He's up all night on Truth Social at 4 o'clock in the morning. He's sundowning. He cannot be there anymore. He has got to go. And this charge has to be led by the Republicans. They need to 25th Amendment his ass, or they need to lead the charge on impeachment of Trump, because this is one of literally like at least a dozen things that Trump should be impeached over. But this is the second time in just a year. This is the second time. We're not even a quarter of the way through the year. Trump has twice now. Trump has bombed a country that did not attack us and had no plans of attacking us and took out their sovereign leader. In the case of Iran, they killed the Ayatollah Khomeini. And in the case of Venezuela, they literally like kidnapped Maduro, and now they have no plan for Venezuela. Like, Venezuela's not in the news anymore. I need to actually do an update on that. But like, this is twice this year. Completely insane. We got to get him out of there. We have to do the 25th Amendment. We got to impeach him. He's got to go to jail. He is a disaster. And my only hope is that if none of that happens, that biology just catches up with him so that we don't have to endure him for another 3 years. Anyway, guys, if you made it this far, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, click the bell as well. That way YouTube will notify you every time I upload a video instead of hiding me in a hole like the algorithm loves to do. And if you feel like it, share this video around with somebody that you think might also like the content. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.